Right, okay, I've had my shower, I'm changed, got a bit of laundry on the go. I was getting a tummy ache because I felt really stressed about getting organised, but it's going to be fine. Got my coffee. Okay, I might light a bit more sage actually, just to meditate. I feel a little bit anxious. It's nice having a place to yourself because you can get the tunes on. Normally have to like think about who else is in the house and stuff like that. Music on while you're in the shower, so good. I forgot how good that is. Right, I've got these new cards and I'm really happy with how the Cancer one is. It's really, really pretty. So we're going to be moving on to Cancer. Lovely. So we're going to do Cancer and then Leo and then Virgo. It's your weekly love reading for the 3rd week of April, the week ahead. I dropped some sage on the floor the other day and it burnt the carpet, so I'm just going to make sure that's not lit. Oh. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's have a shuffle. Hi, welcome into the chat. I'm just starting off the Cancer reading. I've already done Aries, Taurus and Gemini. They're on the last live. Okay, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Cancer's highest good. How is Cancer feeling in this 3rd week of April 2025 with regards to one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how you're feeling then, first of all, Cancer. Ooh, guys, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is upright, so you're going to have a period of good fortune now. I love that. Cancer, your day has come, okay? You might have felt like it's been really, really difficult because the Wheel of Fortune turns in your favour after a really difficult time. Yes, thank you for your support. Please do subscribe. When we get to 500, I can start taking super chat questions. And I'll do lives that are just dedicated to answering your questions. Okay, so we've got a card in the challenge position, and it's the 7 of Swords. Now, the 7 of Swords is a card of being deceitful. Now, that could be you know, lies and manipulation to sort of benefit yourself and at the cost of others. Or it could just be hiding stuff, but it does tend to be more in the direction of being deceitful. So this is in the challenge position. So you're headed for a period of good fortune, Cancer, with the Wheel of Fortune upright. And then you've got the challenges. Can I be honest with people? Can I be clear and open about what's going on with me? Okay, because I always think this is the challenge for Cancer. You've got this harsh exterior that you don't want anyone to break through because really you're deeply sensitive. Okay, and it can go against you, this kind of attribute. So I think this is, you know, for people who are the sign of Cancer, you have so much intelligence, you're very strategic, you're full of wisdom and sensitivity, but you move sideways, you know, you lack trust. So let's see what else comes out. I think you can come off a little bit harsh and a little bit sarcastic sometimes because it's like a defense mechanism. Or like you think you know it all, you know, maybe you misunderstood. Right, we've got the Five of Swords as the challenge. So can we avoid arguments? Can we avoid getting into arguments with others? Can we watch our mouths? Let's get... Is that the doorbell? That was so weird. It sounded like the doorbell, but I'm not sure. There isn't a van, so I'm going to assume no. I've got the window open, so it could be someone else's. Let's see how your person's feeling, the one that's on your mind. The one that you're currently dealing with, or the one that you're going to be manifesting in the future. I don't know if you're involved with anyone at the moment, because I'm not getting any court cards, so let's see. Thank you for subscribing. This is a live that's for a collective reading. It's just people who are the sign of Cancer. Right, we've got the Four of Pentacles reversed. So this person, instead of being the miser and wishing to conserve money, energy and time, they're actually going to be releasing an output of money, energy and time. We've got the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Wands in combination. So the Eight of Swords is about mental entrapment. It's having the idea that there's no way out, that we're totally stuck, and yet that's our perception. It's our mental activity that's making us think that. The Queen of Wands is, she can be a third party. It can be a love triangle in this love reading. But she also represents Sagittarian energy. It's fire energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Determined, goal-orientated, confident, enthusiastic, passionate, okay, adventurous. So it's one highly driven. But the moment they've got mental blocks where they feel stuck. Doesn't have to be a third party scenario, can just be Sagittarius energy. It's someone who likes to have responsibility. They thrive off it. Okay, they thrive off their goals and working their way up career wise. They're very attractive for that reason. Love-wise, they're quite confident and assertive. We've got the Page of Swords reversed. So the Page of Swords, when it's upright, is someone who's watching, observing, and learning. They're gathering information. Swords are thoughts and communication and information. So when a page is watching and observing, they don't know that much yet. They're trying to find out. When it's reversed, I would say this person is not watching. They are not. They're not interested. It's like when you block someone so you can't see what they're doing and you do it on purpose, you know? Interesting vibes from this person. Let's get 3 cards for the outcome. This is a collective reading for anyone who's the sign of Cancer. So for the outcome for the 3rd week of April, bearing in mind it's just how things are now, we've got the Page of Cups, an expression of emotion, the Lovers, Major Arcana for Gemini. You could be a cusper, Gemini, Cancer, cusper, if you're at the beginning of Cancer season. We've got the 6 of Wands reversed. So this is like an apology and please, 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 can my divine partner give me some attention? Can they notice me? Okay. The 6 of Wands, when it's upright, is victory, success, recognition, being celebrated for what we've achieved. When it's reversed, it's feeling underappreciated, feeling unnoticed, feeling unloved. This person wants to be, they want your time, they want to be noticed. That's in the outcome. We've got the 3 of Wands reversed. Now, the 3 of Wands upright is, I've made my choice between A or B, and now I'm taking action. The 3 of Wands reversed is knowing what we need to do, but not doing it. So that's also in the outcome. I feel like there's been a bit of a falling out here. Now, whether that's between the 2 of you, it could be because we've got this, the Lovers. The Lovers is a divine match. They've been divinely guided towards one another, and they're supposed to be together for an amount of time and have a special soul bond. It's fated. Let's get another one for the outcome. When I get to 500 subs, I'll start doing, when I get to 500 subscribers, I'll start doing lives where I answer questions for a super chat, but I'm not working for free, so please don't ask me to. I've got a really busy life. Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles upright, beautiful energy. So the universe is going to reward you. Sorry, I've got moisturiser under my nail there, I've just seen. The universe is going to reward you with financial abundance. Pentacles is time, money, and energy. And the Ace of Pentacles could be like, you know, if it's a work situation, it'd be a promotion, or maybe you're going to get a tax refund, or, you know, you've been working hard and a job opportunity comes up, you've been putting out your CV and something comes up that's more money, or someone wants to invest, they want to put their money with your money and get a property together. It's a financial leveling up, okay? It's rewarded. You do something and the universe rewards you. They meet you halfway and you get this level up. So that's a really beautiful energy, actually. I'm going to see why they've got this mental entrapment. They're showing up as a Queen of Wands, but you're not showing up as like necessarily with them. So I think you're in separation, or this is something that's coming in the future, but it seems like there's a bit of beef, a bit of history between you, so I'm not sure. Drowning, you're going under and barely keeping things afloat. Ask for help. Okay, so they could have debts because we've got the Four of Pentacles reversed. There's an inability to conserve wealth and hold on to the wealth that we've accrued. This is causing them a lot of worries and a lot of fear because they don't like to be in that situation, and maybe they're avoiding the problems that they've got. Facing it, you know something isn't right, don't be afraid to find out the truth. It will set you free. Someone could be spending their money. It might not be that they're not good with money. Maybe someone they're currently with isn't good with money, or someone's taking advantage of them, or they could be bad with money, or have unfortunate circumstances. I don't think anyone ever has a time in their life where they feel like they've got more than what they need. We always feel like we've got what we need, but is that going to stay that way? Or we haven't got enough. It's the reality of like how human brains work, isn't it? Especially in this capitalist world that we live in, we feel like we've never got enough. It's designed like that to make you work more, and strive for more. And it can be really rewarding, but you can live your entire life worrying about money. It's quite difficult. Um, Temporary relief. Distractions aren't a quick fix for deeper issues. Okay, so this person seems to be really focused on trying to get a career success, on trying to gain stability, financial stability. I think they're quite, overwhelmed by it at the moment, and you're kind of going into a period of success and abundance and good fortune, Cancer. So perhaps you've got your guard up, perhaps you've had a really tough time and you don't like to show that to people. Maybe you are manifesting in someone who also has had a difficult time financially. There's either someone on your mind that you wish to be in a serious connection with, or this person wishes to be in a serious connection with you. But I think you both playing your cards really close to your chest because you don't feel like you're in a good space, like abundance wise. And I think your pride stops you from like being honest about it with people. Let's get confessions from them. Oh, your kindness and care has changed me. So they do know you somehow, or you're going to come into this person's life and show them kindness. I'm sorry for being so toxic. Wow. Yeah, maybe they've got like really severe financial problems and they just take it out on you, you know? Um, So something's being quite unhealthy here, but they do know that it's being unhealthy, but they recognise it and they are sorry about it. Let's get other messages from them. You're in my dreams. You've been on this person's mind, you know. It's not that they're not thinking about you if you haven't heard from them. And focused on work, well, we know that, don't we? They're really like focused on work, so it could come across like they're not thinking about you, but they are. I'm listening to my guides. Okay, they're trying to stay out of trouble because it says temporary relief. They're not interested in watching what other people are doing. They're trying to sort their own shit out. I'm so scared I can't face this right now. I hope you can see the setup. I'm sure you'll be most interested in how the other person's feeling. You know how you're feeling, but this is the outcome. I'm in a dark place. Spirit is sending me light. Okay, so they feel like unworthy of a divine union because they've got this lack of abundance. They're being a bit prickly with people around them. Anyone who shows an interest in hanging out that they don't 100% trust, they're not kind of putting any time in it. I'm avoiding our connection. So they're not putting any growth into this because they don't feel worthy of it. They don't feel prepared for it. They haven't got their ducks in a row. You know, and it's stressing them out. I'm not stable right now. Let me fix this. Okay, so they are actually genuinely putting in a lot of effort with their career and their finances, and they're going to get rewarded for it. It's going to pay off for them. So it's not for nothing. Okay. So they could be in a better mood or more approachable in the next couple of months. And it looks like you will as well, because you're coming into a period of good fortune. Now that's good fortune generally, so it could be in love, in life, in money, in health. It could be in all areas, okay? But times are going to get a lot easier for you. It's been a tough time. These things are sent to try us. When is this reconciliation going to happen? This like apologies and, you know, making things up, even if it's just to stay platonic going forward, to actually just be on good terms with each other. When is this reconciliation? To reconcile your differences. Okay, there's been delays because of like everything that's going on in this person's life and where their focus has got to be. And probably, you know, that works both ways. Same for you. So you won't necessarily reconcile like any day now. It could be a little while yet because they're just so focused on trying to get things stable. And it is going to pay off for them. So it's not for nothing. It's completely necessary what they're doing. You have very little compassion for others. You know, you're feeling a lot less generous when things aren't going great for yourself. You're able to be far less compassionate. So that's, you know, it makes sense. Limitations inspire innovations. That's beautiful. Yeah, so they're finding ways to make their abundance, their success, more than they've ever had before. And the universe is recognizing it. You know, so to motivate yourself, and you could be doing this as well. You could be digging your way out of a financial hole or just getting further up the ladder than you've ever been before. It may not have been, you know, plain sailing. It could be a rocky ride, but you're going to end up on top, okay? You will be inspired to get your way to the top. You know, it's the same for animals. We all have a tough life. Nothing's easy about life for creatures, for plants, for trees, for people. We're all struggling and striving, aren't we, to get to better positions. Finding the sunlight, finding the water sources, finding the food. Finding mates, finding suitable homes. It's all it's all the same for all of us. But we do it. It's our job to do it. And we're perfectly equipped for it, even if we worry about it too much as humans. We do it. We get it done. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. That's so weird because I used that phrase, didn't I? Just be confident that everything's going to come to you. You know, where there's a will, there's a way. Things have a habit of working out, particularly when we do things to bring about our abundance. We do things in our own 3D reality. We're rewarded by the universe with aces. But also there's a lot of stuff happening around us, external circumstances that we aren't in control of. And sometimes that's helpful and things just do fall into place. So some of it is having faith that everything will work out, okay, in the end. So do remember that. Okay, lots of advice from Spirit. So we've got dog and friend. Today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and a friend. Okay, so this is about having loving compassion for other people, no matter what we're going through. Trying to think about maybe they're going through stuff as well. You know, most people are. We have to put a veil over it and be professional, and, you know, we try to be upbeat and overcome things as much as we can. You know, if we all do that and open up when we're in a safe space, you know, that's how we get through, isn't it? Grizzly bear and power. I am indestructible. I honour my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. The more you have loving compassion and unconditional love towards others, the less you hold grudges and the less you have this attitude that, you know, you're in lack and, you know, there's no opportunities. Once you're thinking like that, you're really low vibrational. This is sacred geometry. It has no beginning and it has no end, okay? It's just continuous. You're right in the middle of the universe, okay? Love and money are just energy. Energy cannot be created, nor can it be destroyed. It's continuous, okay? So you are part of the universe. You're not outside of it. You're not separate to it or external to it. You're in the middle of it. So love and money are abundant. They're everywhere. And when you're confident that there will be better opportunities coming, that change is inevitable, that external realities are all changing all the time and falling into place, it's preparation meets opportunity, okay? Better things are coming and you will have your day. Your vibration is high when you're having fun. You don't spend 24 hours a day worrying. You know, you give out positive energy when you're planning in nice things to do. You're with good people who are there for you, that give you their time and that make you feel safe and tell you well done. They're not afraid to say, do you know what, well done, or do you know what, you're looking really good today. People who are happy in themselves will compliment you. People who are not happy in themselves do not have loving compassion. They do not have a generous heart. They do not notice things about other people when they're doing well or looking good. They will not tell them. You know, so don't be around anyone that's an energy vampire that just moans about how terrible life is, that just, you know, bitches about people or gossips. It's low vibrational. Be around people that are there for you, that are good to you, and feel loved and appreciated, and be in a space of gratitude. Because when you then visualize what you want for yourself, because you're feeling happy and you're smiling and you're looking good because of all that, you just attract people, you attract employers, you attract partners, you attract more friends. It's exponential. The energy just keeps going up and up. Elk and nobility, celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. Cancer. Okay, so you can't fail, basically. You're going to have a good life, so don't spend it in a state of worry or fear or anxiety. Know that better things are coming. Better days are coming. You've got confirmation here. The wheel is turning in your favour. But try to be careful how you respond to success, and think about what other people are going through. Don't just project your own issues onto others, or be sarcastic or bitter, or, go on about how things are going great for you. Avoid any of that ego behaviour, because we should all be human. There's times where we all struggle to have food, to have clothing, to have nice things, to have stability. And we need to have love and compassion. Even if we're the ones going through it, we must have compassion for what the people are going through. It's a really nice reading, because on both sides, both of you are learning to navigate the problems of life, with love and compassion, with humility. It's nice. I'm going to leave your reading there, Cancer. I hope that's given you some clarity onto what's been going on, with you, with your person, and yeah, time has been delayed, but just know that you're in the flow, and good things are coming to you. You can't miss them. They're already predestined for you, okay? This person, they're occupied working on themselves, and it's going to pay off for them. The universe is going to reward them. So I'm going to be moving on to my next collective reading. It's for the sign of Leo. I'm going to start to do lives that are dedicated to answering your individual questions, but you will have to pay me a super chat. I'm not going to work for free. Don't ask me to work for free, because I'm really busy with my full-time job, and I do free collective readings, and it's a lot of work. So if you want an individual question answering in a live, you will need to pay a super chat. And I can start doing that when I get to 500. Nobody should have to work for free. I choose to do the collective reads for free, but that's my choice. I use the little time I have available to me to do that. Okay, Leo. Lovely Leo. Let's find out what's going on with you. I'm just going to message my sister because she's wondering what time I'm getting. Okay, spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Leo's highest good. How is Leo feeling in this third week of April 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? The Knight of Cups. If you got the feels, Leo, if you haven't yet, you're going to. The Knight of Cups is very romantic energy. It's like, I think I've got romantic feelings for this person, not just fancying them, but caring about them too. The Hierophant reversed. Okay, so the Hierophant, when they're upright, is the major arcana for Taurus. It's the teacher. Now, the student has learnt so many harsh lessons from life experience that they've become wise, okay? And they don't want other people to make the same mistakes. So they spend their life teaching students. Now, with that being reversed, it's someone that feels that they haven't learnt their lessons. They're still making poor decisions, or they're worried about, they don't trust their own judgment. Let's get another one for how you're feeling. So you feel romantically about someone, but you don't trust your own judgment. Now we've got the Tower. The Tower is it's Aries energy, it's fire energy, it's destructive. Okay, so what's in place currently will be pulled down, and what will be rebuilt is something better, something more stable in its position. Okay, so there's major change coming. Let's get some cards for how they're feeling. The Five of Swords and the Four of Swords, they feel really restless. This person that you've got these feelings for, they're very restless and argumentative. They're quite stubborn. So you could feel like they're quite difficult to deal with. Or that could be their general vibe, with everyone at the moment. Right, we've got the Lovers reversed, the King of Cups reversed, the Devil reversed, and the Queen of Swords reversed. Wow. You could have observed this person going through it over a connection where they thought they were fated to be with someone and they weren't. The King of Cups reversed is someone with very little empathy. They're probably holding grudges, they're quite emotional. You could feel that they've recently separated from someone with this Queen of Swords reversed. And we've got the Devil reversed. It's being released from a toxic connection that was not what it seemed. So that's why they've got their walls up and they're quite harsh about people now. Now you're feeling romantically about this person, but you're worried about your judgment with this one. And then we've got a Tower. So I don't know if you're causing the Tower or the Tower is being caused by them, or it's being brought to you by the universe. Let's see what else comes out. So this is another card for the one that's on Leo's mind. or the one that Leo's dealing with or manifesting in. Two of Cups upright, but it's come out with the World card reversed. Right, so in the story of the Major Arcana with the World, the Fool realises that we must take the good times and the bad, but better days are coming. And that's reversed. So there's a pessimism here about finding a partner who loves us the same as we love them. This person doesn't believe that when they meet someone, the other person has emotions for them. They feel like they just get used, you know, in a one's way, like sexually, or financial way, like money. They want someone to hold a cup of emotion for them. But who is it that holds a cup of emotion for them? It's you. You could be two people that are two souls that find it difficult to trust and present a cup of emotion towards one another. This person feels very bitter and very burned, very fragile. So that's why they would be quite stubborn, and you know, it's down to stuff that's gone on in the past, and they might not be very open to love, or maybe they are, but they just don't believe it's coming to them. They don't feel like people genuinely care about what happens to them. They think they want the money or they want their sex, you know. Let's get 3 cards for the outcome. What is the outcome of all this going to be? Because we've got a Tower. The 8 of Pentacles. That's growth and expansion. That's a really positive card to get. Pentacles is time, money and energy. 8 is the future. It's looking ahead and thinking, I want to grow and I want to build. So if it was a career, it's like, well, I'm invested in this company and I'm going to grow and expand. I'm going to take on more qualifications. I'm going to shadow people. I'm going to, learn. I'm going to take on courses. I'm going to, grow and expand and get better. So if you apply it to a relationship, they want to build, they want to grow, and it's in the outcome. There's a full intention here of growth and expansion. They want to build a life. The 5 of Wands reversed, so they don't want to argue. They don't want to be clashing or quarrelling with anyone. They don't want any drama. They want genuine growth and expansion. And it's in the outcome that they're going to avoid arguments, avoid drama. The Star. The outcome is the Major Arcana for Aquarius. It's healing and wish fulfillment. So the better days are coming. They don't believe that it's coming. Deep down, they're worried that it's not coming. But in the outcome, better days are coming. They're going to heal. They're going to feel better. They're going to do better. And as I said that, it was 44 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock, and there was 4 people in the chat. So 4s are numbers of stability. There's going to be stability here for this person. Now, I don't know why you've got the Tower. Maybe it's causing you a Tower moment to realise you've got these feelings for this person that are deeper. Or you're just going through some sort of major metamorphosis at the moment. Let's clarify their feelings. So they've got the Queen of Swords reversed. They could be, again, it's just kind of, they're getting themselves away from any like toxic energy, anyone toxic that was using them financially or for sex. They're quite bitter about it. They don't feel like they're going to get their divine person, but they want growth and expansion and stability with someone. So they do want to be loved. They're a loving person. Dark side. Your dark side keeps you from enjoying the love that you have. Don't let it steal your joy. See, this person, they spend quite a lot of time being unhappy about how they've been treated by others. That's like their dark side. It's their like habit that they've got of spending a lot of time dwelling on the past. In a fog, fear, obligation, or guilt makes you stay. Get clarity. They're a worrier. They certainly worry about the future. Let's get confessions from them. I am not emotionally available right now. Okay, well, we got that from all the swords, didn't we? Like, when swords are wielded in the wrong way, they cut really deep. See, this person's like just keeping everyone at arm's length at the moment. It's not personal to you, Leo, okay? They really like feeling really burnt. That's why they haven't been, you know, flirting or chatting or asking to see you. Let's get messages from them. I'm sorry for blocking you. I was triggered. So if they haven't been talking to you for a while, they're just in a self-preservation mood. Why won't you give me space? I can't grow. So you might have been getting in touch with them. And I'm not saying they didn't like it, but they've not been responsive to it, particularly the way that you wanted. So, you know, this is why there's a lot going on with them. I regret the choices that I've made. They're worried that they've spent a lot of time on people that just didn't have the same feelings for them. Sometimes they've done that knowingly, and they're aware that they've done daft things and got themselves hurt. I think they're aware that you care about them as well, somehow. Can you accept me as I am? Okay, they want to grow and expand. They need security. It's a need. Okay, they could have Earth heavily in their chart. They could be someone that has a lot of air in their chart, so they go cold and logical once they've been hurt. Send me love and healing. I'm struggling. Okay, so they're coming out of the fog. They're coming out of the conflict, internal conflict. My ego is loud, but I'm listening to my soul. I'm striving for spiritual enlightenment. So they're doing a lot of homework, spiritual homework at the moment, and they're healing. They're really trying to cleanse their soul of like all this anger and frustration and bitterness and disappointment. And they're going to become the King of Cups again instead of the King of Cups reversed, with a lack of compassion, a lack of emotion. They're going to soften up again as they heal, okay? But right now they're still quite damaged from whatever's gone down. When's this person going to become more like emotionally available then, with lighter energy and, you know, more optimism, more trust? Stop focusing on time frames, okay? So it's all going to work its way. It could be a longer time period, but I don't think this person's going to be out of your life So I wouldn't worry about them going anywhere. It's not that they're dealing with anyone else. It's not about that. It's their own personal journey that they're on. They're quite self-focused. It's not that they're going down the path of like being with a specific person or even trusting other people. They're just quite hurt and self involved right now. Let's get you some advice then. Advice for Leo, please. Stop, drop and ground. Okay, so calm yourself down. Get out in nature. Don't let all of this get in your head, because you've got, you know, these doubts now that you like don't trust the right people, but it's not about anything you've done, Leo. It's just this person's got a lot on their mind and in their heart. You know, they're doing a lot of spiritual like homework. So it's all to play for still. Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. I wonder, that came up, didn't it, with the tower? Get ready for new horizons. There's a lot of change coming in your life. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to different places, but life isn't going to be how it was. You've got major change coming up. So it doesn't have to be away from this person. It's just that it's going to look totally different to how it's been previously. Very intriguing. Butterfly and rebirth. Shut up. How well does that go? You can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey, Leo. Oh my God, you've got so much to give. You're going through major transition, and you know, just because this person isn't emotionally available doesn't mean you're not going to make progress in your life, that you're not going to be like an even better version of yourself by the time this comes together. You've got loads going for you. Exciting times. Right, I hope you enjoyed this reading, Leo. Please give it a like if it resonates, if you enjoy my style of reading, if you like my setup, and support the channel, share the channel for me. I'm going to leave this one here. And I'm going to go on to Virgo. I hope that indicates to you like what's been going on with your person, and you know that it's not personal to you. I mean, it affects you, so I'm not saying it doesn't affect you. Of course it does, because you want attention from them, but they're not avoiding you by any means. Just going through a lot at the moment. Right, on to Virgo. Let's have a shuffle. Get some fresh energy. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Virgo's highest good. How is Virgo feeling in this third week of April 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in the future? 3 cards for how Virgo's feeling, please. Right, we've got the Hermit reversed. So you may have been, it's your major arcana, isn't it, the Hermit? You may have been in a period of isolation and looking within. And you may have just finished that because it's reversed. You may have just come out of it. Let's have a look. We've got the 3 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. Have you had a major ending? It looks like you've had a major ending with someone. Were these in the challenge position or were they upright? I mean, the 3 of Swords is heartbreak, heartache, an ending of a relationship. 8 of Pentacles is realising, because it's reversed, that there is no growth here. The 2 of Wands is a choice that has to be made. Which direction do we go now? Page of Cups, you know, expression of emotions. 7 of Swords can be cheating, lying, deception. So I think it's really tough to know exactly what's going on because there's a lot of you, but you could have found out this one was cheating, honestly. You could have had your heart broken and found out that someone's been cheating on you. You're definitely needing to make a choice now which direction to go because you've had your heart broken. Well, the 7 of Swords is lying, cheating, stealing. There's deception. There's lies somewhere. Right, in the challenge, we've got the 3 of Pentacles. How to work together, how to cooperate, how to move forward. Okay, because this is a number of community 3. And it's teams, communities, groups, and it's working together with Pentacles. That's investment of time, money, and energy. So can this be worked upon, or is that even possible going forward, just with anybody, like to cooperate, to work together? The 6 of Swords. So what we're deciding to do is leave the mental thoughts, the fears, the worries, the baggage, leave it behind. We're moving on. We're getting into the boat, we're travelling forwards, and we're leaving the past behind us with the 6 of Swords. Let's get cards for how the one that's on your mind is thinking or feeling. Or the one that you're dealing with, or the one that you're manifesting in. They've got the 10 of Wands reversed, so whoever this is dropping the burden. Something's been a really long, really tough cycle. Each wand, and there's 10 of them, each one represents a challenge. So if the 10 of Wands was upright, we'd still be in it. But because it's reversed, it's like we're choosing to be out of it. We're choosing to just drop the burdens now. We're not going to carry them anymore. The Magician. So this person feels that they've got all 4 aces. They've got all the tools The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. They feel like they've got everything they need to move forward, you know, with whatever plans they've got for the future. Ten of Swords reversed and the Six of Cups reversed. So they feel that they're getting released from a painful cycle with a soulmate. Okay, someone that they've built a life with over many years. That's the Six of Cups. It's unconditional love. Cups of emotion are acquired over many years of loyalty and devotion, but the Ten of Swords is like the most pain a person can feel. And when that's reversed, it's like we're recovering from that. We're recovering from the most pain a person can feel. So it's not that they don't care or it didn't mean a lot to them, but this person's choosing to drop the burdens now and let go of the pain, the fear, the distress. Let's get 3 cards for the outcome. It seems like each of you is moving on. Whether that's together or apart remains to be seen. Let's get 3 for the outcome. You look like you're moving on. Generally, the one that's been cheated on does move on first because they've got no guilt. They know they didn't do anything. They did everything they could to make something work. It's the one that cheats that struggles to move forward. Knight of Cups reversed, yeah, so we're not showing emotion, we're not carrying cups of emotion towards anyone. We're keeping to ourselves in terms of our feelings. We're not expressing those. Seven of Pentacles reversed, not enough was cultivated here to be satisfied with it. 7 on numbers of reflection. And we've got 7 people in the chat with 7 likes, so it's very reflective energy. The Knight of Swords, so an urgent message to be delivered. Swords of communication. And the Judgment, bloody hell. Yeah, like, I'm over it, I'm moving on. Don't care that I've been, you know, cheated on and that we'd achieved a lot and that we had a long time together. I don't want any part of it. You know, it shouldn't have gone this way. So I think the Judgment, someone's being called to act and they're going to tell the other person it's done. I'm moving on. And I think it's you. I think you're done and you're moving on. Let's get confessions from them. Oh my God. I'm scared of getting hurt, so I act like I don't care. Wow. You got quite an ego, this person. Gets the better of them. I'm waiting for us both to be ready. I don't know what to say to you. I'm avoiding our connection. Okay, because it's too painful for them to like continue to think about. So they're just not going to. The Ten of Swords is reversed. They're releasing that mental pain, anguish, fear, you know, guilt, like, because it's so heavy. for them, which is their punishment, I guess. Let's take it slowly, please. The Knight of Cups is reversed. They've turned off emotion. They act like they don't care. I've seen the future. With you, I want you by my side. I don't think they're going to get what they want. I'm at a crossroads. I'm choosing which path to take. You might get some sort of announcement from this person with regards to what they've decided, what they want to do, what they feel like they need. They can't live without you, X, Y, and Z. But it'll be too little too late after what's happened because you're sailing away. When's this announcement going to come then? It's in the outcome for next week, but... oh my God, it's coming for you. They've been acting like they don't care, but they do. Well, I think it's going to be too little too late. Let's get you some advice. You, the muse. Oh my goodness, you are celebrated and adored and admired. People admire you far and wide, Virgo, so never put up with anything less than what you deserve. You are magic. I want messages like that. You are the muse. You are magic. Very envious. Wow, uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Where's my other cards here? Fox and clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. I think you're being urged to like move forwards with someone totally different because you're highly valuable and this connection has not made you feel valuable. Squirrel, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. I love that. So Virgo, you're going on to bigger and better things. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Take care. Please give me a like, share the channel, follow and subscribe. I'm going to be going on holiday, so that's just for a few days in Yorkshire, and then I'll be back to I'll do the other signs. I'm not going to do it while I'm away because I'm just away for a few days with family and they need my time and my attention. But yeah, you will have my undivided attention in a few days. I think I'm back Tuesday. I love my tarot. I'm never going to stop doing my tarot. I live for it. I might have to change a setup because I've had it like this for a while. I don't know. But yeah, take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for your support, everyone. Really appreciate it. You got a Yorkshire Terrier? All right, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.